So I did a year to date in our CRM system. We keep track of what country each, we base our cases on the person who's immigrating. And so that's the core. If it was H-1B or something like that, we focus on the beneficiaries. If there's a marriage case before on the foreign applicant beneficiary, that sense. And then we list in our system what country that's associated with them. Sometimes there's multiple countries, but we have a main one there. And then also keep track of, okay, how much we charge them. And what I did in my system in CRM is I downloaded like an Excel sheet, CSV file, and I said, break down. There's a lot of different data points, but the main two I'm going to go to here is what country you're from and how much money was on that case. And then first, I went to ChatGPT, uploaded the country, and I said, make me a pie chart and break down the percentages of each country that we did to see who was the biggest country helped, second, third, fourth, or fifth, to get a better idea of what's actually going on. And then once I got that, I said, okay, now here's the column two for how much money we made from each. Reorder this and merge like countries. If you're, let's say, Canada, how much percentage was of our income was from them. And that sort of shifted things, which is very interesting to see that you might have a lot of clients from one country, but it doesn't necessarily mean they're the highest paying area. So it helps shift our marketing purposes, what we're going to do, and just thinking about who our clients are and what extra services they need from what kind of country they are. And it opened my eyes more to what we're doing. For example, in my mind, I was thinking like 20% of our clients are from Pakistan because we work on Pakistani case so much time. But then when I put in this chart, it turns out like income wise, even numbers wise, there may be like 10 or 10% of our case, or maybe less, like 7 or 8%. And I realized Pakistani cases, because the nature of the consular processing and the fact that South Asian people generally worry a lot, we end up spending like physically a lot of time with those clients, even though they're not our biggest client group. So it just shows me like, okay, I gotta, unfortunately, or it is what it is, price those cases differently, knowing the fact that how much time it's taking me to work on those cases relative to all these other cases that are similar who don't take as much time. It has to do with the US Embassy being bad there and just people being really worried there and want to talk a lot. And so that's just, okay, in my mind, I help Pakistanis the most, but in reality, when you look at numbers, it's not true. They just take most of my time, but it doesn't necessarily mean they're the biggest part of the income. So there's like a disconnect there that this data helps me adjust.